do a lesson about our brokenness and how God heals us. Okay? And so everybody, what do you have in your hand?
A lollipop.
We're not opening them yet. We have a lollipop. Okay? What's on the outside of this lollipop?
Wrapper.
Okay. So I want you quietly to unwrap your lollipop. Okay? Unwrap your lollipop. When you're done with unwrapping your lollipop, I want you to hold it up. Is your lollipop broken or is it whole? Okay.
Mine's broken.
Okay, so Avery's is broken. Is yours super duper broken? Okay, some of us have cracks in them already, huh? Okay, hold up your lollipop. Guys, do your lollipops look the same? Some of us have broken lollipops, right? Some of us are whole. Some of us have all different colors, right? So look around the room. Look around the room. Does everybody in this room look the same?
No.
Do people look different?
Yes.
So remember we've talked about how when God created us, He made us unique. And so He made us so that none of us look the same. And I know some of you have the same color lollipops, but just pretend. There could be 5 different colors out here, okay? When God created us, He said, I don't want everybody to look the same. I don't want everyone to have brown hair and brown eyes and same color skin. He said, I want this world to be so beautiful that I'm going to make all different kinds of people. I'm going to make boys, I'm going to make girls, I'm going to make girls with dark hair, light eyes, brown eyes. Some girls that are really small and some girls that are really tall. He said, but listen, but I don't want anybody to look the same, because if everybody looked the same, it would kind of be boring, right? Just like if you had a box of crayons and it was all the same color, would that be fun? No! It would be kind of boring, right? So He made all of us all different so we could look different. So let me ask you this. All of our lollipops look different. Okay? But what's in the middle of these lollipops?
Gum.
Do all of us have gum in the middle?
Yes.
So we can all look different, but we all have gum in the middle of us. So let me ask you this. What do you think that I'm trying to get at right here? Do we look like lollipops? We don't look like lollipops. What do you think I'm trying to get at right here, Blair?
Yeah, we can all and we can all believe in God, and that we all have hearts that can believe in.
Right. So look, as different as we all look, at the center of us is what?
The heart.
At the center of Miss Allison, is there gum? What's at the center of all of us? Heart. But what's at the center of all of us? For I created you in your mother's womb. Who's at the center of all of us? God. God's at the center of all of us. Now let me ask you this. Who likes to suck on their lollipop? Who likes to suck on their lollipop? And they just suck and suck and suck until it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and eventually you get to the middle, right? Who likes to bite their lollipop to get to the center? Guys, listen. Listen. Sometimes, listen to this. Sometimes with our walk with God, sometimes we just take our time, right? We know God's at the center of us, and we just take our time and we just suck our lollipop. And when we get to know God, we get to know God, right? But some people are so hungry to know what's at the center of this lollipop that they bited it because they know what's at the center is so yummy that they can't wait to get to it. That's kind of like some of us, right? Some of us, you're going to see some people that just kind of take their time and get to know God. I'll read my Bible here, I'll read my Bible there, I'll pray sometimes here, I'll pray sometimes there. Sometimes I see that the person next to me is really struggling and really sad. Sometimes I'll go talk to him, but then sometimes I know God is so powerful and so healing, and I know that He's at the center of me, then I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to bite and bite and bite until I get to the center of this lollipop, because I know when I get to the center, God's at the center, and what He has to offer is so yummy that I can't wait to get to it. Does that make sense? Some people just suck on their lollipop and they take their time to get to know God. They know that God's in the middle, but they're not really eager to get to know Him. But some of us are so hungry to get to know who God is that we bite and do whatever we can to get to the center. Because at the center is God. God. Who wants to get to that center of the lollipop so quick?
Not me. Can we eat it now, please?
You can eat your lollipop. Listen, God says in Scripture that He created us in our mommy's womb. Okay? He knew us before we were even formed. Listen, in each of us, at the center of each of us is God. Some people, listen, some people really don't know who God is. There's someone in our group that's not here today that doesn't know who God is. But she's here because she wants to get to this lollipop and bite at it because she wants to know who
God is.
So, we're born and we all have God at the four of us. We all have God at the four of us. But sometimes we walk through life and people say things and do things, and all of a sudden we take our wrapper off, and some of us have a broken lollipop. Some of us have a broken lollipop. And some of us, before we can even make decisions for ourselves, and Kate, your lollipop was broken too. Before we can even make decisions for ourselves, we have cracks in us. But here's the thing, with God at the center of us, He can heal those cracks. Because God said He's a God of redemption, He's a God of resurrection, He's a God of healing, and He's a God of
Loving. It's like some of our lollipops may be really fun. Like they be the same color, but all of us are different in our own ways. So some may have little cracks, and some may have just smooth. Some
Even if you're an example to see that you were crying.
Mommy.
Sometimes we wrap ourselves
Mom.
up so people can't really see what's hurting inside of us. But when God's at the center of us, He can what? He can heal all things. But let me ask you this. Just say you're going through life and someone says something really mean to you. Someone just says something mean to you, like they say, Blair, you should be taller. Hayden, I wish your hair was shorter.
What?
And Grayson, your hair is way too curly. And what starts happening when people start saying mean things about you?
It breaks. You start to crack. You start cracking,
Right?
falling down.
Like when you break a bone. Or if someone says, Rachel, why do you always wear glasses? I can tell you this, that Jordan has glasses and she won't wear her glasses because people make fun of her. So what do you think that did to her? Did it crack her?
Yes.
Yeah. And the more people say about you, the more you start to crack. And we start to crack. What if they said, Hannah, you're really just not that smart? What's that going to do to you? I know. What do you think's going to happen? Or Callie, you should go back to another school.
That's not nice.
It's not nice, right? But do you think people say those things?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All the time.
People start saying that. So God's saying, remember what we talked about in the belt of truth? What did we talk about? That we need to have our belt of truth on, and the belt of truth is what? The Bible. We need to know the Word of God so much that when these people start saying mean things and start attacking us, what happens? We know the truth. Because the enemy wants to crack us. Okay, this one's going to be our crack. The enemy wants to crack us. The enemy, you know how we talk about the unseen? that Emmy and I can be fighting, but it's not really Emmy and I that are fighting. The enemy is using Emmy and I to fight with each other because he wants to separate our relationship with God. Because listen to this. You want to hear the most amazing thing? God's greatest command is to love. What do you think the enemy is going to try the hardest to do? He's going to make you not want to love people. Okay? Because if God's greatest commandment is love, he is going to want us not to love, right? God wants us to love. The enemy doesn't want us to love. So what is the enemy going to do? He's going to crack us. But here's the thing. What's at the center of your lollipop? Yes, gum. But what's at the center of our lollipop? Pretend we're a lollipop. God says we are the temple. Our body is the temple. At the center of the temple is God. If the enemy wants to crack us, then God wants to make us
Love each other.
love each other. God wants to make us whole. So if the enemy wants to crack us, God wants to make us love. He wants to make us whole. How do we do that? How do we do that? Do we go to counseling?
No.
We can, and counseling can help. I go to counseling. Counseling can help. But who's going to help the most to heal all these cracks? God. Does God want us to put a fake wrap around us and pretend that life is happy when we're really sad inside? No. How many cracks do you think that you can take before you break? A lot of cracks, okay? But God said, listen, God says, I don't want you cracked. I want you whole. So how can we make you whole? Do we talk to friends about it?
No.
Yeah, we can't talk to friends. Say that again, Riley. Believe in God. When we accept Jesus into our hearts and ask him to be Lord and Savior of our lives, we're saying, God, we are wanting you to start healing all the cracks. But how can God heal these cracks? Do you think God just heals them? He can, right? Look at how many people have just heard of all these miracles and healings. They're all over the Bible. But we need to ask God to heal our cracks. We need to say, God, the enemy keeps coming at me, telling me that I'm not worthy, and I'm not pretty, that I'm never going to amount to anything, that all these desires that I have in my heart, you're fooling yourself because that's not God's plan for you. And so what are all these things? What do all these things start to do to you? You have no friends. You have no friends. Nobody likes you. Yeah, the enemy tries to crack us. But God says, I want to make you whole. You know what? The older you get, the more cracks you're going to get. Because the enemy, especially when the enemy knows that you believe in Jesus, because what does he want you to do? He doesn't want you to talk about Jesus. He wants you to be cracked. He wants you to be broken. But God says, listen to this. Listen to this awesome verse in Joel 2:25. Look at all these pieces. It says, God can restore what is broken and change it into something amazing. All we need is faith. So, faith in God. So he could take all of your broken pieces. If he said, Sophia, you have all these broken pieces. I know that things have been really rough in your life and you feel really sad and you feel like nothing's gone your way and no one's even there for you. But listen, Sophia, I can tell you something. With God, all things are possible. All things are possible. He will take everything that you've gone through in life, even the hardest, the ugliest, the yuckiest things that you've had to walk through that you thought to yourself, no one's ever going to want to be my friend anymore. No one's ever going to like me anymore. And he's going to say, you know what? I allowed that to happen in your life because you know what? God says that he uses all things for the good and the glory of for God and his kingdom. So even the things that you thought that no one's ever going to like you again, even the things, do y'all know what shame is?
Yes.
When you feel really shamed about something, he says, I'm even going to take all of that and I'm going to use it and I'm going to piece you back together. And as I piece you back together, you're going to tell people about the testimony of how great God is. And I'm going to take what you thought was so ugly and broken and shattered and something that you never thought would ever be beautiful, and I'm going to make you into the most beautiful butterfly that's going to soar high on the wings of eagles, and you're going to fly higher than you've ever flown before because you know what? With God, all things are possible. He's going to use all things for his good and glory. Does that make sense? So, if you're broken into a lot of pieces, should you just put a wrapper on and go on with life?
No.
Wrappers are kind of pretty, right? Some people get like really fancy clothes and look really pretty in them. And some people put on all this makeup because they feel really not pretty about themselves and they want to make themselves look pretty, so they put on like a mask. Some people get wigs, some people do their hair in all these different ways. But God says, I don't want you to wrap yourself anymore. Crystal has a lollipop. He says, I don't want you to wrap yourself anymore. I made you whole. I made you, what did he say? You are perfectly and wonderfully made. He made us just the way we're supposed to be. If he wanted to wrap you, girls sit down please. If he wanted you to be wrapped in something that you're not, do you think he would have made you this way?
No.
No, but he says, you know what guys, it's time to unwrap what you're hiding from and allow me to shine through. Okay? If we're constantly wrapped up, are we able to show people who God is? No. Guys, even the people that don't believe in God, guess what? Who's at the center of them? God. God says that he's the fire. He wants to reignite that fire, reignite that flame of God inside of us. Why? Because he's at our core. The belt of truth. We wrap it around our core because the core is
God.
God. So who's going to suck their lollipop and take their time to get to know God? Sometimes. There's a song called Hills and Valleys. Sometimes we're on the hills. And we take our time. We know God's with us, and we're complacent, right? We're just kind of going through life, and we know God's with us. But sometimes when we're having a really, really, really hard season, we bite at that lollipop because we want to know everything about God, and we want to know how to get to God because we know that God is gonna save us. We know God is gonna love us. We know God is gonna hold our hand and walk with us, right? Because if God is for us, who can be against us? So Isaiah 41 says, "For I am the Lord, your God, who takes your right hand." He's going to take your right hand, and he's going to walk with you, and he's going to help you. And he says, "Do not fear, I am your God." So when you get to the center of who God is, and you're going through a rough time, he says, "I'm going to take your right hand, and I'm going to sit down." He says, "I'm going to take your right hand, and when you're cracked, and when you're broken, and when the enemy has cracked you so much that you don't think you can stand up," he says, "I'm going to take your right hand, or even your left. I'm going to take your right hand, and I'm going to lift you up, and I'm going to walk you through the valley, and I'm going to pave the path for you, and I'm going to get you to that mountaintop, and you're going to declare that what? God is good. God is good, and God is good. God is good, and God got me through the time where I was really broken and cracked. And he got me up to where I felt I was whole. Guys, even when he pieces the pieces back together to make something beautiful, sometimes, whoever put a puzzle together?
I do.
Did you ever see like some light shining in? Like they don't necessarily go so tight that you don't have any movement, but light shines in. Listen, sometimes in our cracks, it allows God's light to shine through. Our cracks sometimes aren't always bad, because remember, he uses what? All things.
For good.
For good. All things. Not just some things, not just that thing, not just that thing, but all things. So if he uses all things and we're pieced back together, if you break, who's ever broken one of your mom's vases that flowers are in?
No, I have
Did you stop it on accident? Okay, start it up again. If we're broken and we try and piece it back together, there might be places where the seams don't connect all the way. Hey George, did you restart it? There might be places where the seams don't connect all the way. But what happens in those seams? It's a pathway for God to shine his light through. Okay? Remember? Our darkness, we can still see light. When he pieces it back together, he can still shine that light through.
Can we do it?
Okay? Does that make sense? throw some money. Okay, so the enemy tries to what? Jace, thank you. No, thank you. The enemy tries to what? Crack you. But God wants us whole. The enemy tries to crack you, but God wants us whole. The enemy tries to crack you, but God wants us whole. What does God say He can do with these cracks? He can put it back together into something amazing. Listen, when God cracks us, when the enemy cracks us, God says, it's okay because I'm going to use everything. I'm going to use all things for my glory and my good to advance the kingdom. And even when we piece us back together, there still might be some spaces where what can shine through? God, our light, and that's where our testimony comes in. We need to tell people through the brokenness, when He heals us back together, that God's power was so good and so amazing that He healed us from our head to our toes. Ooh, and then we can go from the valley to the mountaintop and declare His love and goodness. So if the enemy tries to crack us, and God wants us whole, if God is for us, who can be against us? Should we embrace when people crack us? No. Well, we shouldn't say, this is amazing. We're cracked. But what should we say? God says in His word that we need to praise Him in and through all things. So listen to this. When we're cracked and we're broken, we need to what? Jesus, I don't know what's going on right now. I'm feeling really broken. I don't think I can take one more crack. But God, I'm praising You through this because I know in this, You say in Your word that You use all things for Your good and Your glory. And God, I'm just praying that You're using this because I'm cracked and I'm broken. And God, I need You. I need You, God. I need You, God. Thank You, God. Thank You for Your redemption because now I went from being broken and cracked, and I don't think I can make it through another day into being whole. Do you think that we need friends around us that when we're cracked, they can remind us that we need to be whole in Jesus? Yes. Do you think that when we're cracked, we need friends to remind us that at the center of us, even though we look different, even though we might wrap ourselves in some sort of funny outfit because we don't want people to see how much we're hurting, we need people to remind us that at the center is God. At the center is what brings life. At the center is what brings love. At the center is what brings hope. Who wants to bite this lollipop to get to the center? To see how magnificent God is. I do. Isn't that awesome? Was that good? Okay, who's going to close us in prayer? I'll close us. God, we are so thankful that even in our brokenness, even when we're cracked, even when the enemy comes at us trying to take us down, that, Lord, You declare in Your word that You are redemption, You are light, You are the resurrection, Lord. And so we thank You, Lord. And we thank You that when we're in the valley, that You will take our right hand and You will lift us up and You will bring us on a path to bring us whole, to bring us light and hope into a world that is so dark. So, Lord, I just thank You that this little illustration is going to bring so much hope into these girls' lives. Lord, I pray that the times that they're just sucking on their lollipop trying to get to the center, that they just bite and they do everything that they can to get to the center.